Imagine the country you live in being hit by less and less fertile soil, making crop growing increasingly difficult.
Desertification and erosion are both concerns.
Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive.
Just imagine your body falling weak, losing your voice, unable to speak, watching your mother cry and scream, save our soil, a call from within, let's come away. Wake up, let's come away. Hey, let's come away.
मोगाळ पिकाळ माती दिली, गाव येदे भाट दिले, घरा भितर पोरसा भितर पोरा फळा पीक दिले. आमच्या गोंयचे शेतकरी पूर्णपणे मातयेचेर अवलंबून आसा. ह्या गोंयच्या मातयेन गेली कित्येक वर्सां गोंयकारांक पौष्टीक पीक दिला. म्हणूनच ह्या मातयेक आमी भांगर भूंय म्हणटात. मात आजकाल वेगवेगळी रासायनां तशेंच फर्टिलायझर्स वापरून ह्या मातयेचो ऑर्गेनीक कंटेंट कमी जायत आसा. ह्याच बद्दल अवेरनेस हाडपा खातीर आमी पाद्रे कॉन्सेसांव कॉलेज ऑफ इंजिनियरींगचे भुरगे तुमच्या मुखार घेवन येता भांगर भूंय, जेतून आमी सगळ्यांचे विचार एकठांय केला. तर पळोवया लोकांचे कितें म्हणणें आसा तें.
I think ancient people have shown us the way, using natural things. Of course, their productivity is not as much as today. Today we have come with hybrid varieties, and we want to use a lot of manure, and and in the process, I think we have destroyed the environment and we have destroyed the soil, the integrity of the soil actually. And now to bring about change, I think it can be brought away if we reverse the whole action that has been happening in the last 40-50 years.
I have read recently somewhere that Earth's soil is already degraded up to 30%, and in the near future of around a few decades it will be around 90%. So it's really a matter of concern for all of us.
Soil degradation can cause disastrous effects actually, like landslides, floods, and it can also lead to the global food crisis, because when there is no soil you can't cultivate, and that will lead to a disastrous situation.
The Save Soil movement is started by Sadhguru. This is required because otherwise the organic content of the soil will be lost and it will turn into sand, where nothing can be grown in future. So there will be scarcity for the agricultural products.
Something that spreads awareness right from the grassroots level. Like all of us, if I ask any of you about air pollution, you would know. Water pollution, you would know. Very few would know what is soil pollution and how it is directly and indirectly being affected. So what happens is, in other types of pollution, it's visible, it's directly perceivable, whereas soil pollution is indirect, and therefore that makes it difficult for us to understand. So that change has to happen right from the grassroots level.
The current scenario, if you look at it, then I would say I think roughly around about 30% of the India's land is already under degradation according to some statistics. So that is quite a severe situation, considering that India supports around about 18% of the world's population on probably like by 2% of the land. So that's quite severe.
We need to take care of the soil, this natural resource. First of all, we need to be aware of all our activities, our behavior, which can lead to loss of soil nutrients. Because if we don't conserve our soil, ultimately it will cause the life to stop on this earth.
33% of the soil has already been degraded, and by 2050 90% of the soil will get degraded, so which is unthinkable. Where will we live if there is only 10% of the soil left? Besides all this, as soil gets degraded or eroded, the trapped carbon and nitrogen oxide which is there in the soil gets released into the atmosphere, and this leads to the climate change which we are already feeling in the summer heat.
I think it's a really good movement, a movement which was needed, considering that all our resources, all our food comes from the soil. So awareness about that is very important. Everyone should be aware about it.
Soil degradation has been a major problem in today's current world, but it's been ignored for so many years now, and I think this is the correct time to address it. And because of soil degradation, I think farmers are actually facing a lots of pressure of producing more food, due to which they have to use chemical fertilizers, which again puts pressure on the soil. So soil degradation actually is a good topic that needs to be addressed in the current situation.
I think it is a very serious issue, because with the growing population of our country and deforestation taking place, importance to soil is prime.
Yes.
So you must do everything to conserve the soil. That's what is my opinion.
As a PCC student, I feel honored to be a part of Save Soil Movement. Save Soil Movement will raise the profile of the soil, which is very much important to increase the food security and our move to a healthy planet and a healthy life.
People have been abusing the blessings of soil for decades now. This has led to a drastic reduction in the fertility of soil. This means that we are taking away the future from the coming generations. I think Save Soil is a noble cause that will not only give a new life to the soil, but also ensure that the coming generations have something to reap the benefits of.
Food is the most important thing of every living being on the planet. For survival, food is very important. But moreoverly, to cultivate this food, soil is the most important and precious thing for the cultivation. So nowadays, due to major reason, soil is very eroded. We need to preserve this soil. What are the benefits of preserving the soil? The benefits of preserving the soil is that it increases the fertility of the soil. Where the fertility increases, the plant will get a good crop yield.
सॉयल रीच करपा म्हटल्यार आमी ताका न्हू पयलें तुका सांगपा म्हळ्यार हें शेत आमी एक पाटी निवलें म्हणटकूच आमी जे पट सायडीच्यान पट आमकां कितें तोंड दिसता व्हडलें तें आमी कातरून सारकें निवळ कोताय उपरांत आमी ताका ट्रॅक्टर घालून जोत कोताय आनी सारकें जमीन सॉफ्ट करून घेताय एक पावट न्हू 2-3 पावटी जितलें तोंड येता तितले पावटी आमी ताका जोत करून सारकें निवळ कोताय आनी जेन्ना ती ड्राय जावपा जाय जेन्ना आमी वॉटरमेलन रोयताय म्हणटकूच ती ड्राय जावपा जाय आनी ताका आमी अशें करून कॅमिकल बी कांय गायनाय तुका सॉयला यूज कोताय शेणाचे तुका सॉयल तुगेली जाता रीच जाता
हांव चडशें ऑर्गेनीक प्रिफर करता कॅमिकलाचो इफेक्ट फास्ट जाता पूण लॉंग रनाक ते जमीन मातशी वाट लायता हांव चड करून ऑर्गेनीकच घालता माडा सुद्दां हांव बोन मिल आनी नीम केक घालता आनी रॉक फॉस्फेट बी तसलें घालता पूण चडशें ऑर्गेनीक प्रिफर करता आनी कॅमिकल घालें जाल्यार कितें जाता इफेक्ट ताजो फास्ट येता पूण जमीन मातशी एसिडीक कशी जाता ताका लागून ते सॉयल पिड्डेर जातलो म्हणून हांव चडशे हाजेरूच ऑर्गेनिकाचेरूच भर दिता आनी माडयांक तर शेण खत सामकें प्रिफरेबल माडयांक लोक कॅमिकलाचो वापर करना जाल्यार पसून जाता
Yeah, there is of course there is a need to conserve soil because we are not taking care of our mother nature. There's a soil from where we have come and we have to go back again, so we have to retain that soil nature which we as a human beings are spoiling it.
Yeah.
So that fertility of the soil should be there.
Okay.
So we have to conserve it. I use the fish waste and the cow dung.
Okay.
See what happened, I mix it with the cow dung also. Cow dung means cow dung powder I use it.
Okay.
And see after this, first I use the water and when that remaining last thing remains, so I mix the cow dung and then this thing what you put for the this thing near the roots, leaving a space of 1 foot, I made a circle and then cover it up for that plant and that's the end. Then I don't use the liquid again because that retains the fertility of the soil.
Yes.
It is very severe. Soil degradation, there are many ways of because of soil degradation. One is because we use artificial fertilizers and one degradation is because we don't grow. Because composting normally, in the olden times, people used to use the compost of leaves and everything in their own soil. And there was a different mechanism. Now they use artificial manure and that is why the degradation of the soil is very high.
Let us make it happen. Save soil.
Save soil. Save soil. Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.
Save soil.